Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here and welcome back to Captain of Industry. I'm starting the game here paused from all the issues I had from, I don't know, last episode before where I had no sand. I now have too much sand and it's blocking all sorts of stuff. So we've got a queue in our truck set up. I've now disabled this mine tower, this excavator, and I'm going to probably disconnect these two guys from this mine for now and just let this one do its job for getting limestone. The game has had another, I think it's last beta patch. Beta does finish shortly, so if you did want to still get in and play before early access, then I believe the store closes the 31st of January. So yep, still got a chance to get in there and play the beta version as it is now. Early access comes out in March sometime. So I'm going to unpause. I have plopped another loose storage and paid some Unity to deliver everything straight away so it'll build. And then hopefully that will unchoke the sand that I've got. Let's see what happens. This will build. These two guys should race off. At least a few of them should race off. And we're going to say that is sand. Oop, there they go. They're all racing off to deliver. I'm going to get rid of those two off there. Awesome. Another thing that's been updated in the latest version, which is 0.3.11, is a new recipe in the crusher. So we can now do gravel to sand. So that would stop the problem that I had with not having any sand, whereas I could have, and I probably still will, put two more crushers here and run a rock to gravel to sand and then just split gravel out into the concrete mixer as well, so we can use gravel at the same time. This can probably be turned off for now. I don't want to waste, and it's smart enough to not waste the cement. But yeah, we could essentially have two feeds in and then maybe a balancer based on push slag in first instead of gravel, but we'll see how we go. Not enough maintenance, yes, but that's because we're out of iron, and hopefully now that I've got the trucks moving again, and we're back down to 1 second in the queue, iron plates will be moving, and they will... got no maintenance. Come on, iron plates, be delivered and produce maintenance. It's going to soak it up pretty quick too. So getting the iron shuffling along again is very much needed. Looking at the way things are built and some other people playing the game, I should consider building out here, like flattening these mountains off and building a platform so I can build things on it. Potentially instead of doing this, I should be producing more space for myself and then putting my processing here, but I've already got it built, so vehicle is broken as it lacks maintenance. What a shock. Because I got no maintenance. So I'm currently boosting this so it only takes 10 seconds when it is working. Again, it is just waiting on iron. Is that a bug? My construction parts always look like that? Is that something that's gone a bit astray in the patch? Because our logs look like logs, but our construction parts look like white blocks. Anyway, I don't know if can't remember if they've ever always looked like white blocks or not. Doesn't quite look right to me. Anyway, yeah, vehicle's broken. I get that. I could repair it. The maintenance is coming back up. Very slowly. Yeah, we are just burning through it. Like I could duplicate this, but I'm gonna need it over here for steel. Most of this stuff is working now. We are producing oxygen and nitrogen, and it's backed up on oxygen, which is good because that's this pipe full. Excuse me. And this will obviously, as I said last episode, vent nitrogen as required. Still waiting on some parts. This is waiting on lots of parts. Right, our ship is docked again. Let's have a quick look at our map. I think this one here, we need to deliver the iron, but I don't really have the iron at the moment, and that's actually where it could be. Start loading the ship. I don't have iron here. Okay, cool. There's no iron there at the moment, so it will eventually catch up. I don't like the fact that I have to keep this thing ticking over. I mean, it's only using the oil on the island anyway. But my system over here doesn't quite work. Maybe this water's helping now. Yeah, it seems like we're mainly running on... Yeah, we're mainly running on the gas boiler, which is nice. So it will be... I probably need to fix this up and actually just run one to one and one to the other instead of this prioritized thing that I did. That's okay. Fuel gas is here. There's none in here though, which is odd. It's very nice. It's working a treat. We are producing power based on our oil processing, and again, as things produce, we're full on everything, aren't we? Ammonia's starting to fill. Ammonia's going to be a bad one. Really want to put a second fluid storage on there, right? Ammonia. Where are we going to run that next? We could flare it, which is air pollution. Or chemical plant. So I do need to push towards fertilizer production. And that's our ammonia, nitrogen, water, and producing fertilizer. Let's have a quick look. Fertilizer's here. You know what? Let's turn the lab back on. I've got 2 workers all rotated. Needs 8. Might need to bring some people in. This is all paused again, yeah. Sand is good. I'm waiting for materials. You know what? Pause. Unpause. There's our 8 people. Got enough space for 12. So if I start this, I'm going to not have enough space. Best to not. Unity is orange because we're not supplying everything. Water being a focus. We're starting on construction 3, that'll be good. Not enough maintenance. I know there's not enough maintenance. It's not enough iron. Probably need to start looking at the belting the iron over. It's a long way to belt it. Flat conveyors are... sorry, U-shaped conveyors are big. 2 construction part 2s, 2 rubber. Per item, is it? Coming from here all the way to here is an event, but not undoable. Apparently the other thing that's been added in the latest one is we've got some new sizes of vehicle ramps. So we've got the medium and the large. So the medium is a fair bit longer to allow for more belts underneath, and same with the large. Still the same width, just a lot wider. A lot longer, I should say, so you can get more belts under it. It's a nice little addition for those who have massive buses of belts that you need to get over and around. Okay, you know what? Iron's a problem. Getting it delivered is a problem. Maybe once I stop building things, we'll be okay. Still going to keep backing up through here. Alright, so the cooled caster is here. We still need somewhere to store the steel. So I'm still going to have to build a... Hello, click. A storage of some description. Awesome. And it needs water too. Which, that's right, we don't have water to these yet. And still need that thermal decel. Desalination is needed. We're out of water again. Import is on. Hopefully they can bring me water. How are we doing with water over here? I can hear the pump running. Yep, so we're kicking over to the steam boiler, coal boiler at the same time. And you can hear the water pump kicking on and off. Because I don't have a priority here, it's just using water. And this will run out of space for water soon. They're all set to all. Yep. We're just full output. Full output where though? Is it literally just these? It's the fuel gas and the heavy. Diesel's full-ish. I mean, I could probably like pause this guy. Let's see what it does. Let's pause it. Let's see if this will kick in enough. Missing input. It's either of the two, right? And it's not pushing either. This just probably isn't good for me running this like this. Probably need a balancer, right? Can't put balancers up in the air though. And I'm now without power. Kind of. Alright, let's try something different. Quick deliver. And let's pause that bit of pipe and run this purely okay, so that should just be heavy oil. It should flow, right? This is paused. Why has it still got fuel gas in it? Don't understand. There we go, heavy oil. Okay, cool. It's filling up with heavy oil. This should mean that this will fill up with heavy oil. Yep, good. Okay. And that one means this one will run on the fuel gas, but I mean, we're going to eventually burn through this pretty quick. That's why I was trying to do both. So I think the balancer setup will probably be the smart move. Yeah, definitely pulling the steam. This is starting to kick off to produce more heavy oil, but we're not... Hopefully this will kick this guy off and use... more fuel gas, and that'll... I don't know. I don't know It's something we're going to have to work on. Maybe I need to run balances with flares or something. But I don't want to run just purely on coal. I want to run on the gas. I mean, we're producing fuel. Why not? This will come and bite me. I know it will. Even with the balancer, it's still not balancing the way it should. Because I've got it set up wrong. Prioritize incoming on... Oh yeah, prioritize incoming on O. Yep. Prioritize outgoing on X. So that's correct. It's just not... This just wasn't keeping up with its fuel. So maybe if I can now unpause this guy, it'll finish its thing. It should stop. Nope, it's fine. Oh, it stopped. It's still flowing through. So something's not quite right with this balancer. Maybe. Maybe it's working. Maybe it's working. Still not enough maintenance because we still don't have enough iron plates being produced because we're not getting enough iron. Let's bump up the priority, please. Bring all the iron over. Hey, look, steel's being produced. Got no one here working in the air separator, but steel is being produced. Don't prioritize the iron to here though, guys. Like, this one's high priority. Let me guess, we got no iron. You got full of sand again. And not... You've got sand. Oh boy. We're now out of iron. And have too much sand again. I think this will be the last one I do, and then I'll set them to dump sand. Because I can always get sand from here. Last one. Time to switch to having sand dumping somewhere. So let's... Do we build a beach? Or do we just build a big sand pile somewhere? Do I allow them to dump sand here? Let's look. So dumping stockpiles, if you want to configure what it's allowed, you would have to change its area. So what I can do here is dumping stockpiles are green. So if I get rid of this, I think I'm going to need to... Alright, let's do this. What level are we here? 3? I was hoping I could go further than that. Alright, let's do that. Work on a mine control tower. Because I'm going to need this so I can allow sand, right? Just going to allow them to dump sand here. Don't have the workers for this, but I'll turn the lab off soon. Okay. Does that allow... Do I have to put a truck on it to allow dumping? And I'm assuming I can make this a low priority. No, you can't do a priority on the dumping. So obviously, as long as this has a higher priority, as long as they're determined to go to a storage first, we'll be okay. No designations allowed to be mined. Oh, We're out of coal mining. Cool. Thank you for warning me. Let's turn all that off. It's time for some fun. Nope, that's not the button I want. I want to rotate and I actually want to go down. No, that's flat. Keep that way. Let's go. Time for some digging. Oh, it's outside the mining designation area. Okay, cool. Get it. Right, that should allow them to start digging. They're going to get dirt. They're going to need to dump it somewhere. Now we're going to start having problems, right? Probably should have gone one more in. He's broken down. He's just fallen down a hole. He's fallen down a hole. They'll dig around him. You guys, dump your dirt somewhere. Wondering whether to make dumping designations nice and close by instead of them having to drive. Okay, cool. We're getting a ramp here, which is nice. Okay, I'm gonna need a designation here. Oh, I need... Yeah, that'd be fine. They can dump here. That'll be nice and close for them. Tipping it off the cliff into the water. Didn't even... There he goes. Well, guys, you can find some coal in there. There we go. We've already got some coal. Excellent. Not terrible. He's lifting up over the edge, eh? Not enough workers? Yep. Vehicle's broken? Yep. Got it. Iron is coming in though, so that's starting to help. This vehicle's broken. Again, that's not handy. Hardly any iron left. Sand. Sand, good. Okay, so as he digs down, we'll be good. So let's, you know what? I need to undesignate all this stuff now. This is okay. But, to be honest, I may as well. Oh, that's okay. Cancel. Those two need to go. Take it down, my friends. And I need to unpause this too. Where's the mining outside the area? Is it one of these ones? Yeah, I think so. Just that little bit there. Okay, I don't think we've dumped any sand here yet, but we're going to be dumping rock here quite quickly. We're now out of coal. Raining, thank goodness. Alright, I'm going to need to I need to upgrade the town again. So let's do that. Let's upgrade this one. And then I guess turn this one on. Don't have the workers for it, but it should. Construction 3 is about to finish, and that'll fix the worker issue. This is 8 in here. Guys, let's pause the lab. That gets us our people back for a moment. Construction 3 is now a thing. And construction 3, if I just click on this, it'll show it, is construction 2 and steel. But like 8 construction 2 parts and steel for 4 construction 3. So that allows me to build, I don't know, one of the assemblies here somewhere and feed steel and this into it. Means I'll need, I guess, a unit storage for construction part 2s here, and then the one for 3 here. What does that mean for research now? Can I get to this? I can get to thermal decel too. Once we get some people in, these need to be our next 2. Steel and copper gives 120 maintenance. I mean, like, maybe I do need to redivert. All of these things are needed. All of it's needed. Seawater pump, chemical plant for fertilizer. This one's more important. So you know what? I think it's going to need to be that. No, I don't have a lab available. Don't have the people available. Slowly working on this upgrade. Let's look at what we're going to need here to do the next piece. So again, I'm going to want a storage here. I'm going to belt from there to there. I'm going to want another electric assembly. And it's going to be set up to construction parts 3. So it's going to need a belt from here, and a belt from here. Okay, so transports, flat conveyor, out of here. One and two, and then one from here. Actually, I'm going to keep it flat. I'm going to put a ramp over it. So let's do that. And then ramp down. Actually unpause the ramp so they can start working on it. Here. Is that going to go up and over? It is. Like so. So again, that'll be the idea. And then we'll get everything we need for construction 3 parts. Okay, we've got our new refugees. This is built. I'm going to turn the lab back on. I'm going to turn both labs on. I'm going to get another lot of people in. I'll need to eventually turn things back on over here. let's start working on this then. There's a lot of construction parts here. But I do need to eventually run steel. Probably break it off here somewhere and run it into here instead. We can switch to 3s. And like split this belt. So maybe I'll go from here back to this. It's a long way, but might pay. We'll build another one of these ramps in here. And we're not going to bring excavators through here, so it's not the end of the earth. All right, let's do this. Probably need to put a balancer on it, right? Let's try something. So if I do this next construction part, the next maintenance part, this is smart enough to understand what it's getting. So if we do a flat balancer, like here somewhere, and then run iron one side and steel the other, it should be smart enough. Let's see if I can get it in. Cool, I can get it in here. Let's unpause this guy. Because what I want to do is make it so that iron comes in one side and steel goes in the other. And it will prioritize out. So I think that's a good idea. All right. How are we doing over here? We're dumping, dumped a little bit out. And this can take any sort of waste, just not water. Good. Don't dump water. Not yet. Not enough maintenance, working on maintenance 2. We just need to get this steel over here because this produces 45. Let's have a look at our recipes really quickly. Excuse me. Maintenance is not in here. Okay, that's cool. We go back to research. So maintenance recipe is 2 steel, 4 copper, 120 maintenance. The original maintenance recipe. Two iron, 2 copper, 45 maintenance. So we're going to double our copper. And we're going to use steel, but we're going to get 120 instead of 45, which is nice. Where are our new people coming in? 2 months. This is all built already. Look at that. That was super quick. All right, so let's zoom in here. And I am over time, but let's prioritize this. So we want priority on... The way this is set up, I'm going to want to swap it. I'm going to want to prioritize incoming on 0, on O. And we're actually going to prioritize, it doesn't matter which on the out because we're not going to deal with out. So that's how this one's going to work. I'm going to run potentially. Okay, so we've got more people working. Good. Let's just, do I bring more in? Worried about food supply at the moment. Let's just pause you for the moment. I don't have plans right at this very second to bring people in immediately. Okay, so we're working on this. We're getting construction parts 3 happening. We're still doing a storage of this. I don't know whether to... You know, it's fine. Flat conveyor. Go from here. Going to go in on O. And can I put a ramp in? Nope. Cancel that. Transport. We're going to come from here. To full height, please. And then we're going there. This one's actually going there. All right. So hopefully this will get built quickish, and we can get this set up for the next one, which will be along soon. So it'll start filling the belt with steel. I guess we're running on. We got water. We're waiting on molten steel. What are you waiting for? You got oxygen. You got molten iron. That's fine. Hello? Oh, you've only got 8 molten iron. We're waiting on iron ore. Okay. I'm going to have to belt it. Going to need to run a belt. Going to need to dig some out of the ground, actually. That would be smart. You know what? There we go. Oh, I need to unpause that excavator too, right? Yeah, buddy. Do your thing. Awesome. That'll get more iron being dug up. Coal is now backed up. I believe I'm going to need to put a couple more storages here because one is not enough. I need to get these upgraded to at least the next level. All of them, and then run water. But thermal desal, I think, is going to be needed first. How are we doing over here? This is still having to use coal. This is off. What are we out of? We're out of heavy oil. We have plenty of fuel gas. Can I unpause this? And we were producing it again. It's not pretty. Maybe we're going both directions. Maybe I just need to pause this one. This one will run on fuel gas. Anyway, I don't know. It's a balancing act. And I haven't got it set up well. All right, I think I've rambled enough. I'm going to need these things hooked up. Maintenance 2 will finish soon. We will then be able to go to a better maintenance and catch up to where we were. I do believe this graphic is wrong. Something hasn't quite loaded there. But until next time, thank you all for watching. It's been a slightly longer episode, and I apologise for that. For those who enjoyed it, I'm glad it was a slightly longer episode for you. Until next time, comments below. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time, or hopefully some less fails. Alright, bye everyone.